This is a quick video on how to clean and service your side-by-side Subzero refrigerator. Up here is a metal grill and you want to keep that clean, and it just pops open with hinges. And there is the water filter. Those are the coils you want to vacuum clean. Those are some instructions and parts if you have any leftovers there. And here is a closer look at the water filter. There's a push to reset button right there next to the copper coils, and this also gets dirty. To close it, just push it flush. Now inside, there's two light bulbs at the top. I use an old hotel room key and I push and it will slide it backwards on the track and that'll pop open. And those are the two LED bulbs that I replaced maybe a year or two ago, and they're still running strong. But if you don't have that, the original bulb is this really hot incandescent bulb, and they cost between $40 to $50 each, which is super expensive for what they are. So instead, I would replace it with an E26 base, that's the base there, with an LED version, and I would get a cool white. I'll put a link in the video description for the bulbs that will fit for you, and they're brighter, cooler, and less energy, and they'll last much longer. Now to get it back into place, you're just gonna line up all of those four sides, push up and forward, and it'll click in place. Now there's also a light bulb in the middle of the fridge, so you'll want to pull out the middle drawer here, just lift up and slide and it'll come right out. And there's this metal covering plate here. You're going to push up and pull out and it'll come right off, but it's going to be tight, so you have to finesse it here to get it down far enough to unscrew the bulb. Obviously, if you're not comfortable with electricity, you'd want to shut off your fridge before you unplug these light bulbs, but I feel comfortable with what I'm doing here. So this is the light bulb that I was able to find, an E26, and it's an LED, cool white, and it fits nicely in here. You could also get the longer version if you want more light in this area, but I'll go ahead and screw this one back in. To put this metal plate back on, you're gonna hang it. So you're gonna start from the very top and slide down and it'll click in place. Now for the freezer, you need to pull out the ice tray here. So you're gonna pull out and up to unhang it from that metal rack there. You'll wanna push this metal rack forward and reach up, and the light bulb's gonna be right there. It's really hard to see, so you'll kinda have to just feel for the light bulb. And again, I have another one of these cool white LEDs. And lastly, the bulb at the very top of the freezer might be burned out and need to be replaced. So let's take a look at the top bulb as well. You're gonna push forward on this one. It'll slide and then come down. And this one you have plenty of room, so you can put a normal LED bulb in there that's designed for damp locations. It'll say on the box damp locations, and it can handle the temperature well. All right, now you just push all four together, slide forward, and it'll click in place. And those are some basics on how to service, keep clean, and change the light bulbs on your Subzero side-by-side. But this last step is most critical. You want to pull out the bottom drawer here, slide it out, and in the back is going to be a drip tray. You can't really see it with that metal panel in place, but you can access it to clean it. So right here is a drip tray, and there's a circular drain on the left side. You want to take one of these brushes that are made for cleaning straws and go up and down on it. And I would do this a few times a year because any dirt can clog that drain. And if that drain backs up, then moisture will build up in the fridge. But that drain goes down to a big plastic black drip tray. So you'll need to remove two Phillips screws for this metal kick plate. And once you take the kick plate off, the black plastic tray will be there and it'll be gross. So you want to empty it of any water and scrub it clean of any algae that grew, and then slide it back in place. And that will keep this drip tray operating properly, and it'll keep your fridge happy.